So instead of saying I study English, try saying I'm doing an English course to brush up on my speaking skills. That sounds way more natural, right? Hey everyone, it's Dan here, and welcome to Dan's Training Arena. In this video lesson, I'm going to teach you how to respond to IELTS Speaking Part 1 questions fluently using these phrases. In IELTS Speaking Part 1, examiner wants to know how well you respond to familiar topics. For example, study. So, since the test usually begins with, do you work or are you a student? Today, I'm going to teach you a couple of phrases about study. If you use these phrases, you can sound like a 7. Maybe you're right now a 6.5, a 6, or perhaps a 5.5. Don't worry. If you use these phrases, you can sound like a 7 on the topic of study. So back to the first question. Do you work or are you a student? Usually people say, I study mathematics, or I study mathematics at Windsor University. Try to say, major in. I major in mathematics. I major in business administration. Or I major in medicine. For example, I'm majoring in medicine at Harvard University. Or I'm majoring in business administration at Windsor University in Canada. What are you studying? I'm studying law, I study mathematics, I study history. But you can say, I do a degree in. I do a degree in mathematics. I do a degree in history. Or you can say, I'm doing a degree in law at Pepperdine University. That sounds very natural, right? Here's a third question. What subjects are you interested in? I'm really interested in law. I'm really into law and languages. I like to know more about mathematics. But you can use I'm passionate about, or I have a knack for. For example, I have a knack for languages. I'm passionate about languages. Or even you can say, I've always been passionate about languages since I was a child. You see, you combine present perfect with this phrase. So, you see, it sounds much more natural. And here's the fourth question. Is your course difficult? Yes, it is. It is sometimes tough, or sometimes I have to study hard. But how can we work it around again? So you can say, I'm swamped with. To be swamped with something means you have a lot to do. You need to work really hard because you have a lot of things to take care of. For example, I'm swamped with my assignments at the moment. I'm swamped with many projects. That's why I can't visit my friends. So it shows you know the meaning. You're pretty busy, you don't have much time, and you have to study really hard. And here's the last question. Do you ever review your old lessons? You can say, yes, I do. I need to review my lessons because I forget them fast. But how can we upgrade it? So let's use brush up on something, brush up on skills, brush up on lessons. For example, I need to brush up on my speaking skills. I can speak well enough, but I need to improve it. At the moment, I can get 6, but I'm aiming for a 7. So you see, when you brush up on something, it means you're already good at it, but you want to make it better. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video lesson. And if you did, why don't you share it with a friend? Sharing is caring.